Hey everyone, welcome to D20 Woodworking, and today we are continuing our Path to Carcosa playthrough with Scenario 6, the Pallid Mask. Now, if you didn't see the last playthrough, the link is in the corner, but basically we went to Paris and we got chased by demons. And we didn't make it. That's the basic summary right there. It didn't end well for us. We did get a decent amount of experience though, so we got a decent amount of experience before starting the Pallid Mask to upgrade our stuff. But yeah, that's kind of all that happened last scenario. No one made it because I was getting chased by a demon that did 3 horror damage, and it can move 2 spots at a time, so it didn't go well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this series so far. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you can do me a huge favor, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this playthrough. All right, check the campaign log. If you did not escape the gaze of the Phantom, or if you were unable to find Nigel, read intro 1. We did not escape the gaze of the Phantom. So intro 1. You are stirred awake by dirty, stale air and dust in your throat. You are lying on a slab of cold stone inside a lightless underground passageway. How did you get here? And where is here exactly? A shiver courses up your body and your hair stands on end. Rising to your feet, you take stock of your surroundings. Bones decorate the walls and ceiling around you. Open-mouthed skulls peering back at you everywhere you look. Recording your campaign log that you awoke inside the catacombs. Hey, okay. Check your campaign log. If Ishimaru Hakuru is listed on VIP's interview, I think he is. I think that was one of the guys we talked to, right? Hakaru, yeah, we interviewed him. Okay. Proceed to his information. Okay. Just past the archway, closest to you, you see a familiar symbol etched in the skull of a sheep. Rows of concentric semicircles lined with exotic runes. 2 wavy lines descend from the design, leading into the skull's lower jawbone. You recognize it as a pattern Haruko had showed you. Wondering why it would appear here, you examine the skull in greater detail. As soon as you touch the underside of the skull's jawbone, its mouth suddenly opens. Bones collapse to the ground as the wall slides to reveal a new path. Remember that you opened a secret passageway. Hey, okay. So, let us read our act card, then we'll read the agenda, and then we'll sort through. At the end of the long tunnel next to you, the stranger steps through the darkness. His pale mask glinting in the candlelight. Wait, you call out. He glances your way before vanishing into the shadows. Once more, you are forced to track him down to find answers. Your objective, find the man in the pallid mask. He is somewhere in the catacombs. Do not advance until you do. Okay. Alright, Empire of the Dead, Agenda 1. The dank, chill air of the catacombs penetrates your clothes and causes you to shiver. Everywhere you look, the remains of the dead greet you, a grim reminder of your own mortality. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to it. So 6 will advance us. So before we flip this over, let's draw our cards. I think that's what would go first. Yeah, I think so. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what we got for Joe. Oh, okay. I probably don't need resources yet. Deduction. Discover one additional clue could be good. B-cop could be good. Unexpected courage and flashlight. I do like that. We draw magnifying glass. All right, I'll shuffle that back in. It's a decent starting hand for Joe. Let's see what Stella's got. 2, 3, 4, 5. Both of our weaknesses. All right. Holy cow, I have 3 weaknesses? Oh, basic weakness and the lost soul one. Jeez. All right. Old keyring, I like. Test of will isn't bad. Try and try again, I like a lot. Take heart, I'm not going to worry about. I'm not going to worry about gain resources. Test of will, I don't mind. All right, let's do those. Another old keyring, and look what I found. Let's shuffle all these back in. Garrick, I had my sub drop. You can't do all the emotes now. I have to tell you all, I'm toying with the idea of actually going back to YouTube once it becomes monetized on YouTube. Because I can actually manually adjust the prices for YouTube versus like forcing you all to pay $5 to just get basically emotes and stuff. I can drop it down to like $1.99, and I actually make more money off of it because Twitch takes so much of the subs. So I'm toying with the idea, and we'll see. But I have to become monetized on YouTube first. So we got some time. All right, so that's that. We have to flip this over. Now we have to do the forced thing on the other side. Forced. When Labyrinth of Bones is revealed, put the top 3 catacombs in the catacombs deck into play above, below, and to the right. Oh, okay. Toy away, we will follow you. We have to put, I guess, a catacomb above. We don't look at it, right? Above, below, and to the right. So above, let's move this up to the right. Okay, easy enough. Put that thing on so we know it's starting. It's got 4 clues on it, which is huge, but we need the clues to get to the next catacomb, so that makes sense why it's so huge. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think we are good. I think we're good. Let's do this. So, let's start with Joe. He's already got a 4 book. And when you have 5 or more cards in your hand, spend 1 resource to get +2 for that skill. That's very interesting. Let's do Magnifying Glass. It's a fast card, so we don't have to exhaust, or we don't have to use an action for it, right? But we get +1 book. So now we're booking 5 against a 2. So first action, let's quest. Let's get this going. Oh my god. Okay. It's gonna be one of those nights. All right, next action. We're gonna test 5 against 2 again. Try not to get an auto fail. -2. All right, succeeds. Perfect. Next one. -3. Ooh, barely succeed. Jeez. That was rough. All right, so the question is, now with Stella, they are questing. They're super investigators. They're hunting. So the question with Stella is, what do we want to do? Do we want to move, or do we want to try to book it on that? It's only 2. Well, actually, I think I'm going to try to get, or not try. I think I'm going to put try and try again into play as my first action. Just because if I can use cards right and I fail, I get them right back, which is really nice. And I guess we should put Old Keyring into play. And then we'll get a book off. Or we could just do look what I found, see if we fail it. And if we fail by 2 or less, which we will, we can discover 2 clues, which is probably the most efficient thing to do. So we're going to do that. We're going to book 2 against 2. What's this? Number of locations away from the starting location you are. So I'm 0. So that's actually 0. So I actually succeeded. That's not actually what I wanted. Number of locations away from the starting location. Yeah, we're not away. So we actually succeeded that. Okay. Not really the strategy I wanted, but okay. Let's do... You know what? I think I'm just going to put the Old Keyring in, actually. Just to get myself set up for the future. Because we got a little bit of space. We'll put 2 keys on it. I'll be ready to go for next time. Oh, I never put Joe's freaking card. And there's a weakness, so I messed up on that. So place one of your clues on the location with the highest shroud. Remove this from the game. Unsolved case would be shuffled into your hunch deck, added to your threat area instead. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, so, unsolved case. I flipped it open, so I placed one of your clues on the location with the highest shroud. Remove this from the game. So I guess we just remove it from the game? Rajat, apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. Welcome to chat. I'm happy to have you here. As a Lord of the Rings player, I did the same thing for a long time. I get it. I'm originally a Lord of the Rings player too, and then Marvel, and then here. So this is so far down the list. All right, so actually, hold on. I'm not gonna do it. So, oh, I guess if to play the top part, I have to pay the 4. I get what it's doing. So if unsolved, it would be shuffled into your hunch deck, added to your threat area instead. For the remainder of the game, it gains force. When this game ends, Joe Diamond gets 2 or fewer experience. All right, so that's what we're going to get. It's there now. So, just FYI. I get 2 fewer experience at the end of this scenario. So I don't have to shuffle back in. And yeah, you're right. I would have paid 2. Would have paid 2. But I didn't do it. So that's my bad. I love the map, by the way. Thank you. It is from Momo Monster. She runs a great website. I think she's up in Canada. But she has great mats. She has a ton like this. And they're all double-sided. So they're really, really cool. Okay. Now that I've totally screwed that up for a lot. Let's see what we got. No enemies. So we don't do any enemy stuff. We refresh. So let's refresh Joe. So let me bump this music down a little bit. All right, and our card, Dr. Christopher, Millen Christopher. Stella refreshes. She gets 3 resources. And her card is an unexpected courage. Cool. Cool. That's everything there. We get 1 doom count. I'm going to put it this way so you all can see the counter easier. One doom on the agenda. Bad card for Joe first is attached to your location. Limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 shroud. After attached location is successfully investigated, you discard this card. All right, so that's going to get +2 shroud. Let's move all this stuff up a little bit more. Okay, that was his. And Stella's. Test 3 foot. For each point you fail, take 1 damage. All right, we're going to throw out an unexpected courage. So we're going to test 6 because I really don't want to take damage this early on. So 6 against a 3. What's a skull? Number of locations away. We are not anywhere away. So we do not fail. Excellent. All right, cool. That was oddly good for us. So this is now a 4 shroud and we have a 5 book going on. So I think what we're going to do. 4, 5. We have 5 cards in our hand. So we can do higher education, which I think is what we're going to do. We're going to spend a resource. So we get 2 book plus 1 on the 4 is 7 against a 4. So we're questing 7 against 4. We're still 0. Okay, so we successfully quested this last one off, which also, after an attached location is successfully investigated, discard this card. Easy. All right. Joe is going to move. So let's move to North Catacombs, right? So we're going to move up north, but as additional costs for you to enter the catacombs, investigators at your location must spend 1 clue per investigator as a group. So that's 2 investigators, or 2 clues. Easy enough. So it's got a 5 shroud with 2 clues on it, which is terrible. So, force. After you end your turn at this place, you must either take 1 direct damage or lose 5 resources. When it's revealed, put the topmost catacombs in the catacombs deck into play below or to the right of Shivering Pools. So we put it to the right. All right, so we obviously don't want to stay there. But we can't. Yeah, we don't want to be a Shivering Pool. So we might just run really quick down, I think, and come back here. Because we can use Stella then to open up another passageway. Which is what we are probably going to do. That's good to know that Shivering Pools is terrible. It's got 1 victory on it, which might be worth it. But we're not going to do that. So. Yeah, let's do Stella. First thing, Stella's going to go to this right side. And we're going to spend 2 clues. Since both investigators are there, right, we can use both of our clues. And we can pop over here. All right, so it's the Gate to Hell. Oh, that sounds terrible. When the Gate to Hell is revealed, put the top 2 catacombs deck into play above and below the Gate to Hell. All right, so we can't do it above, right? That's not an option, but we can do it below. Let me, once again, move all these up slightly. Because we're running out of space. Okay. And that has only a Shroud 1, which is nice. And it has 4 clues on it. So, y'all know what we're about to do here for a while. Alright, let's skill test. 2 book against 1. -1, so we succeed. So we get 1 clue. Do another one. 2 against 1. I actually want to get a -2. What's this? -2. So if there is a ready ghoul or geist enemy at your location. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. It's -3. I can't go negative, right? I only go down to 0. So I lose by 2 if you fail. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a ghoul enemy, a geist enemy, and draw it. Yes, so we're going to do that in 1 second. We fail by 2. Because again, we can't go into negative amounts to fail. Or we fail by 1. We fail by 1 because that's still a 1 shroud. So I'm going to play Look What I Found for 2. Also, we get one of our things back. And we discover 2 clues. 1, 2. And then we have to look for it. We get to find it, right? Search the encounter deck or discard pile for a ghoul or a geist enemy. Alright, there's a geist. That's a monster. It's a ghoul. Oh, that one's not too bad. It's a 2/2/2. Only does 1 damage. Oh, but this one we can parlay with a 3 book, but we don't have a lot of book. Let's look at ghoul. That ghoul is a 3/3/3. Probably not great. Monster. Oh, the tough monster on top. Alright, so we're going to do a ghoul minion and put that on us. So it's a 2/2/2. Now, because we failed, right, we get one of our actions back. That's Stella's like whole ability thing that she's got going on. So the last action, we're going to attack this ghoul. We can't use anything, so it's just a 3 against a 2, and hopefully we hit. Come on, hit. Shoot. Oh, no. We have to find another ghoul minion. Oh, no. Why not evade the ghoul? Yeah, we should have done that. That was my bad. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Can I take it back? Am I allowed to cheat? Or do I have to take another ghoul out? I didn't even think about evading. I'm so in the mindset of just fighting everything. You know, we're gonna evade it. Taking it back. I know it's slightly cheating, but we had a really hard time last time. So let's not make this. There's no problem for me. That's all I need to hear. Alright, let's evade it. So it's a 2 against a 4. We don't have a foot, so we'll see if we still lose, though. -2. Okay, so we evaded it. So it will be there, but it will attach back to us when it readies up, which is fine. Alright. Slight cheating, but that's okay. And then once again, I didn't flip that card over because I'm so bad at his deck. So the player ends. I shuffle this up. I will remember to do that. Post-game edit can't fix. I'll leave it in there. People can know I'm a cheater. Okay. So, there's no enemy ready, right? So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, it will be good if we run out of here next time. Evade and then run out. Because he's not a hunter. So we just have to like walk around this area. That could be good. Okay. So let's ready everything up. We'll ready Joe up. And emergency cash is fine. Ready Stella up. Neither rain nor snow. Good to have. Okay. We ready your enemy up. Who's going to engage with us for next turn? That's fine. Second doom counter on. All right. Back card for Joe. Let's go. He gets a poltergeist. Cannot be damaged except by spell, relic, or encounter cards. Or we could test 3 book to attempt to banish the geist. If you succeed, deal 1 damage to it. We're probably going to try to banish that geist. Now it's Stella's turn. And she gets a corpse dweller. Discard a humanoid enemy at any location and spawn the corpse dweller. Oh, okay. Wait. Can we get rid of a ghoul minion that's on us or no? I assume not. Actually, I don't even think we want to do that. So never mind. And it's technically not on the location, right? It's on us, not the location. But it gains surge. So we discard it and gain surge. Alright, test forehead. If you fail, choose and discard one asset you control. If you cannot, take 2 damage instead. Okay, I really don't want to fail that. So I'm actually going to test 4, 5, 6, 7 against 4. 7 against 4. -1. Okay, we succeeded. I just don't want to lose my old key ring or try again. Okay. We're there. We're getting there. So, let's go, Joe. Let's actually remember how to do this. There we go. Logical reasoning. Play if you have at least 1 clue. Oh, we don't. Jeez. Choose to investigate. The location to investigate either heals too hard or discards a terror card from this threat area. That's good to know. Alright, but we gotta handle this poltergeist first. We gotta parlay with it. We're gonna use some book action on it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 cards in hand. So let's use one. So our book is 5, 6, 7 against 3. So we gotta do damage to this thing. Number of locations you are away. I'm not away. So it's 1 damage on. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna do one more. Sorry, second action. Use higher ed again. Oh my gosh, freaking skulls. Oh, that's the one we want. Okay. Alright, that is good. Poltergeist taken care of. The last thing we're gonna do. I can't move anywhere with Joe. I guess I could move to the gate, but then I'm just gonna engage the ghoul. So yeah, Joe can't do a whole lot. At least not yet. Alright, I'm going to play Emergency Cash and get 3 resources. Because I'm going to play Dr. Christopher Miller next turn. Alright, Stella's turn. All we have is Old Key Ring in hand. But what we're going to do is evade this ghoul. So it's a 2 against my 4. -2, we succeed. So it is there. We're going to now quest 2 book. We're actually going to use a key ring. Yeah, we're going to use a key ring. So it's 0 against Skull, which is -1. So we succeed. We get this token. And then the last action, we're going to move down 1 spot. But we have to pay 2 clues, which is fine. Well, there's a ghoul in the way. Actually, I'm going to move over to the ghoul next, probably, because Joe can just, like, punch it in the face. So that's going to be the strategy. We have not learned our lessons. All right. So when you would move from narrow shaft to an unrevealed location, test 3 foot. If you fail, take 1 damage and cancel the effects of the move. Well, luckily, we're good. When narrow shaft is revealed, put the topmost catacomb deck into play above or to the right. All right, good. You can put it to the right. Okay, we're kind of running out of catacomb space. So let's move all this over. Move that over there a little bit. Put 2 clues onto there, which is pretty decent. But we have the 2 to move, which is nice. And we'll probably have Joe come here and just clean up this and come through. All right, that's everything. Enemy can't do anything. They're exhausted. So we ready up. So Joe is going to ready up first. We'll shuffle this card back in. Time is just give me such a hard time with splitting people up, man. All right, 1 resource, and our card is another Dr. Christopher Miller, or Millen Christopher. And Stella gets a resource. Her card is track shoes. Give it to me. One more Doom goes on the agenda. We're up to 3 out of 6 at this point. We get a bad card for Joe. He gets a Corpse Dweller. Oh, wait, no. There's a humanoid, so it's going to go here. Discard a humanoid enemy and put the Corpse Dweller there. Okay, that's less good. Does retaliate only happens when I miss, right? It's not like normal. So it's going to be a hunter, which stinks. I'm probably going to have to hunt Joe. So maybe I'm going to get Joe ready to start punching people in the face. With like beat cop. That's probably what we're going to do. Okay. Now, Stella's bad card is a ghoul minion. So we have to deal with that now as well. So that's fun. All right. I feel like there was only like 5 or 6 enemies in this deck, and we've drawn almost all of them already. Let's do Joe. His top card, Scene of the Crime. We cannot discover any locations or any stuff there because there is none. So first thing I want to do is play Beat Cop. I'm going to use 4 resources to put Beat Cop into play. I might just go over there and start punching him in the face now. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Joe's going to go on the aggressive. So he engages us. Then we're going to attack. We have, what, a 5? Yeah, we have 5 because of Beat Cop. Against its 3. -2, we hit. Start with the damage. That's fine. Can you break up the physical damage? Can I give like one of them to the Beat Cop and one to me? I'm not 100% sure if that works like that. Alright, so that's that. Then we're good. We're working our way down to Stella, who's got her own problems here. So, let us evade this ghoul minion. That's probably what we do, right? If I evade it, well, I can just keep evading it, so that's fine. So let's evade it. We got a 4 against its 2. It's a 0, okay. So we evaded the ghoul minion. So we're testing 2 against 1 with, or a 2 shroud against our 2 buck. But let's use key ring for the next thing. Actually, we could do this with 0 first. Because if we fail, it's okay. -2. So we failed, but we get 1 action back. So that's okay. Alright, so now we'll do it with old key ring. Testing 2 with 2. -3, but it's down to 0. So it'll just be a 0 and a 0, right? Because you can't go negative. So we succeeded, right? Oddly enough. You all can double check me on that, but I think we succeed. Because I'm pretty sure you can't go negative. But maybe you can. And maybe I'm just messing that up. Alright, and then we'll just test 2 against 2 again, because there's one more clue on there. Might as well try for it. The skull. We're enough locations away that we failed at. Easy enough. Alright. That's everything. So now, enemy turn, he's exhausted. They're going to do 2 damage and 1 to me. I'm going to put the 1 mental onto the Beat Cop. I'm going to say you can't split up the damage. I don't really remember. So I'm just going to take the 2. And that's the end of that, which is fine. He doesn't do anything. So now let's ready up Joe to exhaust, or put this card in there. Fresh card, Vicious Blow. If the skill test is successful during an attack, it deals +1 damage, which is phenomenal. As a Corpse Dweller. And then Stella. She gets guts, which is fine. Alright, and he readies up and engages Stella. We're up to 4 Doom now onto this. So, first bad card goes to Joe. Oh my god, Corpse Dweller. Oh wait, this one gets thrown away. Because there's no other human or enemy on the location. So it gains Surge. Test 3 head. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. When assigning horror for this effect, it must be divided evenly possible among eligible cards. I don't want to fail this. So I'm going to spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 against 3. I really don't want to fail this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we take... For each point you fail by. So I fail by 3. So I have to take 3 horror. Okay. I have to split as evenly as I can among cards. So Beat Cop gets taken out, right? Because that's 2 horror on Beat Cop, which is terrible. And I take 2 horror. So that was a terrible card for us. That was a terrible draw. Oh my god. Joe's going to bite the dust again. Alright, Stella. Same as that card. Test 3 head. We're going to run a Guts on it. So it's 5 against 3. Minus 4. So 5 against 3. So I fail by 1. But I get this card back, right? Commit to that test. Exhaust this and return that card to your hand. So return that card to your head. So I just take 1 mental trauma. Alright, that was a rough round. That was really rough. How many cards we got over here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still got 7 cards in this deck. It's not looking great. That's pretty terrible. We have a Corpse Dweller we're dealing with Joe. It's just not, it's not great. Alright, so we have to flip over this card. Choose an investigator location. The investigator searches the top 6 cards, draws and shuffles his deck. I don't know if that's worth doing because I gotta fight this Corpse Dweller. So I could take it out if everything hits. But we'll see. So first thing I want to do is attack it. I'm attacking a 4 against a 3 now. Or actually 5, right? I get 1 with that. 5 against 3. We succeed. We do 2 damage now. Because according to Vicious Blow, we deal +1 damage. Ugh, okay. I don't have any more attack cards, right? No, I got nothing. Alright. 4 against 3. Number of locations away. Okay, that's only -1. So we hit again. That's 4 damage. Come on. Big money. Let's go. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, no. That one's not good. Oh, my God. So I failed. It retaliates. Which does 2. 1 men. Oh, my God. Joe Diamond's going to die. And I have to search for an enemy. Wait, can I look in the discard pile? I can, but I don't know if I want to do that. So Joe's gonna die. I've drawn so many of those cards. Oops. Alright. So, Joe's basically done for. We need to hustle then. So we need to get away from this ghoul minion and we need to start running away. And I want to get that. That's for sure. So, first thing we're going to do is evade. 4 against 2. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's fine because we get it. We get our action back. But still. -1. Okay, so we evade the ghoul minion. So that's fine. Next one is I want a quest. It's only a 2 book against 2 though. That's not great. No, we're going to run away. Because we're kind of running out of time. So we're going to run away. And we're going to come over here. Spend 2 clues. Alright, while you're investigating bone-filled cavern, you have 1 fewer hand slot. Oh no. When bone-filled cavern is revealed, put the top 2 catacombs in the deck below and to the right. Okay. That's not terrible. To the right and to below. Now we're kind of running out of more space, so we'll just push some of these up. Okay, cool. And that comes in with 4 clues on it. But it's a 3 shroud, which is terrible. So our last action is actually going to be to put the key ring in. Because we're probably going to need that. Now, we only have one hand slot. So, that's going to be a thing. But I need to lower that shroud value for sure. Alright. And that's going to be everything for Stella. Now, enemies go. Corpse Dweller and Ghoul Minion are going to attack Joe. Joe is going to be taken out from Mental. And have 1 life left. Joe is gone once again. I haven't gotten his freaking gun this entire time. I feel like that's how he does all of his attacks. Oh, or machete. I haven't got machete, his gun. There's so many guns and machetes in his deck, and I haven't gotten it twice now. They've been all in the bottom every single time. Alright, so I assume since he gets taken out, these enemies just go onto his spot. I would assume that makes the most sense to me. And this one's going to ready up and not do anything yet. So I'm fine by myself for at least 2 turns before they make their way over. So I got to hurry up. So let's refresh. And give myself, well, not a clue. That would be nice, but it's not how you play. Live and learn. All right, after you fail, you get +2. Attempt it again. Okay. So we need to get all those clues, and we need to start hustling around, because we are looking for, what are we looking for? Or is it to find him in the catacombs? Okay. So, a 5th Doom token? When she hired that PI, right? I spent all that time looking for this good Joe deck, and just... Alright, so 1 more Doom. We're 1 away from advancing on that, which is fine. Now we get our bad card. Oh, thank God it's not an enemy. Attached to your location. After you leave attached location, you must either take 1 horror or lose 1 action. Place 1 of your clues on attached location to discard this card. Okay, that's not ideal, but we will deal. Alright, so let's just slide this board down a little bit. Alright, let's actually move all this over, because he doesn't need any more room, because, you know, he's pretty much done for. Alright, where is her deck? There it is. So I have Guts, a Live and Learn, and a Track Shoes. Track Shoes would be nice. Would be nice. But I don't think we need to worry about that yet. Alright, so let us... first test our 2 book against 3, right? I know it seems like we're like destined to fail, but you know, let's try. Oh my God, auto fail. I've drawn it 3 times this game. No auto succeeds. So let's try it again. 3 against 2. -1. All right, so we can now attempt that test again. With Live and Learn. Sorry, this should be unexhausted. With Live and Learn. And we get +2. So we have 4 against 3 right now. -1. Perfect. Well done, if I do say so myself. Alright, so next we'll do an old keyring. So it's now gets a -2 shroud. So it's at 1 against my 2 book. Okay, failed. But I don't lose the key yet. And then let's try it 1 more time. Old keyring. Oh my gosh, that's not a good one. So I failed that. And I have to look for an enemy. Ghoul or Geist enemy. Alright, we're going to put the Ghoul on us, I guess. Okay. I'm getting that 1 token. There's 2 of those in this thing. And I've drawn it, I don't know, 6 times now. That's insane. I only put 2 in there, right? Where's the auto succeed? I want visual confirmation of it at this point. Yeah, there it is. Yep, just I can't draw it. All right, so now enemies go. The only one with Hunt is this corpse one. Or Hunter. So he's 1 away from me still. Ravenous Ghoul does 1 and 1. So 1 and 1. And then we ready up. I get 1 more resource. Card is a Live and Learn, which is just good enough. Okay. And then Doom, this advances this. That's 6 Doom. Alright, so oh good, it's another enemy. Spawn, the starting location, it's a hunter retaliate. While Spectre of Death is exhausted, it takes 1 less damage from each attack made against it. After you fail a skill test while attempting to evade Spectre of Death, it attacks you. It has 10 life, 3 attack, and there's a 2/2 damage. So I'm at the point where I just kind of have to hustle, I think. Yeah, it's not been good. This has been really rough. It's been really rough. Oh, I gotta read my new agenda. Empire of the Undead. All around you, the eyes of the skulls glow with an otherworldly hue. A ghostly voice echoes throughout the labyrinth catacombs. You sense a threatening presence looming around you. Yeah, it's called death. It is just outside your vision, past the dim fog that permeates through the catacombs around every corner. Each location is connected to each other location. There's 12 that goes on. 12 Doom. All right, let's do our bad card. Oh, good. It's a poltergeist. I was hoping that would be it. Cannot be damaged by spell, relic, or encounter cards. We can parlay a 3 book on it. Or we could try to evade its 4 foot. This might be it. Yeah. You know, and to be fair, what was it? 3 or 4 games ago, we had some really good draws. Like really good. So it's balanced out, right? Like if you remember like scenario 2 or 3, like we were pulling like auto succeeds every single time, right? Like it was a good draw. So it is what it is. What stinks is I just feel like I'm drawing all the enemies. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one's naturally gonna come. But 5 enemies, I've taken out what 2 or 3 already. That's nuts. That's insane. And I don't have like a true fighter. I know Joe fights, but whatever. Been a good while since I played Arkham Horror. I forgot how much random draws are. There's a lot of randomness. This has always been the thing that's bothered me the most was the chaos bag in this game. I still like the game a lot. Don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoy this. I think it's been a fun experience. But this bag still like pisses me off. But it just is what it is. Plus it's double randomness. It feels like with this and that. So whatever. Honestly, this playthrough reminds me of the early days of playing Arkham. Getting pub stomped like this kept me out of the game for years. I get that. That's been a few times when I've lost really, really bad, like really bad in Arkham, and I swear off the game for like a few months. But I think that's fine. That's a fine way to play. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I guess, evade the poltergeist first, right? That's kind of what we have to do. So let's evade the poltergeist with a 4 against its 4. And I guess the ghoul's going to attack me. Oh, so it's a 0. Okay, wait, that succeeds. That's oddly easy. But I think this one attacks me, right? For an attack of opportunity, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a 1 and a 1. I think that's what happens. You can all double check me, but I think I get hit. So Ravenous Ghoul, I'm going to evade that 4 against 3. Number of locations away. 1, 2, 3. So -3. Now what we're going to do is do another live and learn because we failed that, right? So that gives us +2 skill, so it's 6 against 3 right now. And if we fail, we get our thing back. Oh shoot, I didn't shuffle that back in. Good, because that was a bad one. 6 against 3. -1. Okay. That's there. I am just going to run away at this point. Yeah. So for the next turn. Well, no, I can quest once on here and try to get 1. I think I'm going to do that first. I'm going to quest with Old Keyring. So it's a 1 against my 2 book. No, I freaking failed. Okay, then we're just going to run away. We're going to run away to make some space. Let's go to this catacombs. Stone archways. We spend 2 clues. So ignore the test on unrevealed locations adjacent. I'm sorry, ignore the text. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, when you leave this place, you have to take 1 horror or lose 1 action. I completely forgot about that. So we did that. So that has nothing on it. No clues. When stone archways revealed, put the topmost catacombs deck into play to the right. I don't have room over to the right. All right, put them there. Well, that's not great because we need clues. And that's covered with clues, and we are out of clues. So we're probably going to lose. Unfortunately. All right. That stinks. I was kind of hoping that would let us start going, but oh well. All right. So enemies now. He is a hunter, so he is now over there as well. He is not. He is not. He is. So he's going to go over there. They're going to ready up. I don't think they're hunters. Yeah, they're not hunters. They just have prey. This prey. I don't think prey chases after you either. I think it's just who it goes after. So that's that. I can ready up now. I get 3. Let's see what my card is. Take heart. Okay. Cool. I guess. 1 doomed counter onto Empire of the Undead. And then we get our back card. The pit below. Attach the location if there is no copy of the pit below. If there is, then discard this. Attach location gets +1 shroud. That's fine. Joke's on you. There's no freaking clues on it. Oh, I take 3 damage though if I'm still there. That's cool. All right, so I don't know what to do with Stella right now. I'll be honest. I don't know what to do with Stella. Because I guess, hypothetically, I could play track shoes and try to run across, right? Because if I run here, I can actually test 3 foot to not engage enemies. And that would just engage the ghoul minion. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I think we have to run away. And just hope for the best. Even though Spectre of Death is probably going to get us. Alright, so let's put track shoes to play. Because this feels like our last ditch effort. So, we have +1 foot. So we're dealing with a 5 right now. So we're going to move here. But we're going to test our 5 foot against 3. Surely we'll succeed. Okay, we succeeded. So we can move to a connecting location. All right, he's up there. So we're going to hop here where this ghoul minion is going to engage us, which is fine, I think. Actually, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm just running away, but there's no clues anywhere. So, let's try to evade this ghoul minion. We'll evade 5 against the 2. We failed. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We lost. Because what's going to happen is he comes over here and he comes over here. He does 2 damage. He does 2 damage. He does 1 that's 5 damage, which surprisingly I survive. But the problem is the mental health now is a 2, it's a 3, it's a 4 against my 2. Stella does not make it. There were too many enemies. Hold on. 1 other enemy. 2. And there's still like 3 more enemies in this deck. That's a decent enemy deck there. As soon as you lose an Arkham match. Well, luckily I lost like before you got here, so it's not your fault. So I won't blame you. Alright, so Pallid Mask. No resolution. Oh, I don't think we lose the game. Huh. Alright. If no so they both get another mental problem. So now they're -3, which is actually pretty terrible. So, all right. So if no resolution was reached, you are shaken awake by the police officer and lifted to your feet. You feel as though the weight of a train has slammed into your head. The pain is unbearable. The man shines a flashlight in your eyes and asks you several questions in French. Ah, the French again. Dazed as you are, you find it difficult to answer. He points toward a staircase and pushes you away from the catacombs. You stumble onto the Rue de la Tombe and slowly make your way to a hotel where you can stay the night. Several days of research later, the meaning of the strange diagrams you saw within the catacombs still escapes you. You feel as though you have been led on a wild goose chase. Just as you're about to give up, you see a faded yellow book on the table nearest you. You're stunned to discover that it's the unabridged script of the King in Yellow. Because it was so boring, we needed more. Okay. Drawn on the cover in black ink is the very same diagram whose meaning you have been struggling to interpret for several sleepless nights. You had placed it here. You had how had it come into your hotel room? Regardless, you know what you must do. Holy cow. The play holds the secrets it has all along. We went all the way to France to learn that? And like a fool, you've been avoiding reading Act 2 out of superstition. Its words cannot harm you any more than the creatures and fanatics have already. Trembling, you open the second part and begin to read. In your campaign log, record that you know the site of the gate. Okay? So we must choose either or not to read Act 2 of The King in Yellow. At least one investigator must read Act 2. Okay. I guess Stella. Record the names of each investigator who read Act 2. No, they're both going to read Act 2, I think. We have to search the collection for a random basic madness or pack weakness and add it to our hand or deck. Does not count towards our hand size. Okay. Each investigator who reads Act 2 earns 2 additional experience. Oh. So we get 2 experience. Plus we get another basic weakness. Alright, remove all special tokens. Put 2 more of those weird ones in. So that's exactly the same. VIP slain's the same. And gain X experience. Yeah, so we actually continue to 7. Which seems nuts.